Soldiers in the trenches speak of great warriors that fight for the elves, wearing beastly masks and heavy armor, towering above anyone, but somehow fast and nimble. They fight in a dance-like motion, stomping the ground and swinging their weapons in a frantic manner, while a loud ceremonial hymn accompanies their coming. When I first drew the elves, I wanted some part of them to still represent their connection to the forest, since I just scrapped that for my redesign. Then I remembered that Ents were a thing, so boom, I made Ents magically modified elves that are large warriors with some tree elements in their armor. I like this drawing even to this day, where after a while it just didn't fit. I have this feeling when a design of mine is perfect. I guess the best way I could describe it is like when you put the square piece in the square hole. The pre-Columbian influences for my elves also came in at the time and just made it look even more off. So I redid it, and again, and again. And I felt that I kind of lost their charm in the process. I wanted some badass giant soldiers, but that was it all. There was no other substance. But then I decided to watch The Lord of the Rings, and I think about the end stood out to me. They were very emotional. Treebeard was just walking with the hobbits and then launches a full siege in Isengard. Yes, Saruman did just kill all of his friends and probably family, but still, it was something I noticed and it stuck with me for quite a while. This sudden mood switch, what was I needed for my Ents. I also really wanted something like the war dancers from the Monster Garden, ceremonial and performative and elegant. So, I needed an emotional, dancing fighter that needed to look imposing and almost scary. I first looked at a dance style that fit the bill, and that ended up being fancy war dances. These performances from Peru are very fast and explosive. It was exactly what I wanted. Then I wanted to make the helmet look decorated and fearsome. Tusks helped out a lot. I got teeth from this reference. The rest I just winged it, looking at the previous references and keeping in mind my goals with the design. I added some elements from Aztec and Inca warriors and their weapons, and the wings on a chest plate from Polish hussar armor. Anyway, these which look really cool. And now, I finally think it's slotted in the square hole. I love how the design is now. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to dramatic me to tell a bit of the lore. But don't worry, I will talk more about their lore in a next video that will cover them briefly. Ents are magically modified soldiers used for heavy attacks. But they aren't any regular mage. They need a lengthier process to transform. These more complex processes result in warlocks, far stronger magic users with rather unique powers. The Ents have humongous strength in the arms, legs and back, and the torso is inflated from continuously growing air sacs, which makes them rather very light for their size. But some curses aren't beneficial to the Ents. The skin is thin from being stretched by the abnormal growth, feathers fall rather quickly, and the emotions are amplified and sometimes come out of nowhere. So to mitigate the mood swings, Most smoke a calming drug called Balur that weakens emotion. On regular people, the drug is dangerous, but on Ents, it works perfectly. Ents are also reclusive, only talking with other ants and their trees that they raise from a sapling to a large plant. The few that live with them explain it to be a sort of imaginary friend who they can talk to ease their mind. This is called wood speaking, a technique that is maybe difficult for us to understand, but some studies on the Ents reveal that they can actually communicate. Their signature explosive dance-like fight rumbles the earth, stomping the ground and swinging their weapons and torch-like fire grenades at enemies, evading bullets and dispatching entire enemy platoons. So, here you go, that's the Ents. Tell me what you think about them. Also, I'm going to do things a bit differently from now on. As you can see in this video, I have this little guy and a sort of HUD at the start. And because of this, some of my planned videos I scrapped, like the one about the elven capital. I realized that the script and just the video in general wasn't what I wanted. I'm sorry, but after writing this video, I have a clear vision of what I want, and that video just doesn't work now. But anyway, take care.